Good morning, everybody. It's about 60 degrees out here, maybe 55, I'm not sure still. But yeah, it's the day after Christmas. Time to make some New Year's resolutions. And I'm here to tell you, I got a bunch of them coming up. Yeah. So one of the things right there is I need to fill those beehives up with bees. And I need to get some more swarm traps up to do that. So this morning I was thinking about what am I going to do for my New Year's resolutions. Well, one of the things I want to do is get rid of some of this mess around here. Yeah, I need to straighten things up. Maybe I'm gonna move a shed. Yeah, I started building an addition on this thing here and then never got around to it this last year. So I need a place to keep all my bee stuff that's not in use. And I do have a lot of that right now until the bees come in a little bit later this year. And I also want to fix up my truck. And yeah, this truck I bought in 1997, brand spanking new. And it's been sitting around here. I was going to use it I did use it for years with my sawmill. Now, the sawmill is long gone now, about 6 or 7 years. So I don't use that anymore, but yeah, it's a Dodge Cummins 2500, and it's done me well. It's got a broken windshield. I need to replace that windshield wiper, and I need to just clean it up. And I'll talk about that in another one on my other channel, probably in future videos. It's got a little bit of a diesel leak. I got to fix that. But we're going to talk about that in my other video. That's at Old Man Richard. You can find me there on YouTube. YouTube at Old Man Richard. Now the bees aren't out yet this morning, but I'm sure they are going to be out a little bit later today. One of the chores, well, there is a bee out there. Look at that. Oh, he went back in, or she went back in. There's one over there. They're out there already. It's warmed up. Yeah. Come on out now. Show your face, girls. Okay, well, I'll put it over here, see if you're over there. No, they've been cleaning some mess out of the hive, though, I can see. Yeah, one of the things I need to do today is turn all these inner covers over because we're going to get some real cold weather here next week. Highs probably in the low 40s, lows in the teens, like 13. Yeah, there's one just went in there. I just leave it on there for a minute and see if anything else comes out. They're a little more active in this hive. At any rate, I want to turn all the covers over. Let me go get a cover. Well, these bees are actually, I'm telling you, there's a bee coming in and out of there now and then. There's some over there. Maybe I can get them. Go in, Richard. In. There's one. See, I told you they're out. Now, I'm going to go get an inner cover. Let's see. I don't think I have an inner cover down here, but let's go see if I can find one up in my storage porch. I got storage stuff all over the place because, well, a couple of years ago I lost a lot of bees. And I'm just trying to regroup here this year. I'm going to sell some of this stuff, and I'm going to maybe make a few splits and maybe catch a couple swarms. I might even buy a queen or two. I don't know. But as you can see, my front porch is floated up. But here's a cover board right here. And yeah, it's kind of got ahead of me this year. This one got left out. You can see you can't leave these things out in the weather because they definitely will destroy themselves. But there's a little ventilation thing right there, a little notch. Now in the summertime, you would have it notch up. In the wintertime, you put it down. That gives them an upper entrance and also gives us space here as insulation between, like, dead air space in your attic. And that keeps them a little warmer. I might even throw a piece of styrofoam board over this at the top to keep them a little bit warmer when this really cold weather comes. If I've got some. I know I got some that, let me see, right here, like that. Yeah, that'll probably fit over it. I'll probably put that on top of them too. So the cover will be down with a notch down, and then I'll have a piece of styrofoam above that, and that'll keep the little dead air space up there, keep them warmer. And the insulation will keep them warmer. It's been really nice. Last couple days, like 70 degrees. So, kind of strange for winter, but that's the way we are here in the lower Blue Ridge Mountain near Georgia line. So, some days you might have 5 inches of snow, and some days you may have 70, 72 degree weather in the wintertime. So I'm gonna have to make my New Year's resolution, and I'm thinking what I want to do is fix this up a little bit more and fill up these hives, because there's some there. I've actually got 4 active hives now. At one time I had 49. Then 2 years ago I had dead outs, and I just haven't recovered from that. And I don't want to spend any more money buying bees, because I need to be able to be, I don't want to be a bee haver, I want to be a beekeeper. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So yeah, I want to make this a little more easy to get around and clean up some trees. So these trees here have gotten big, so I got to cut them down so I have less of a hive beetle problem. Because in the shade, if it's shaded, then the bees will come out, but the hive beetles will go in. So hive beetles was part of my problem. Yellow jackets was the other part of the problem. So yeah, a lot of these trees are gonna go. I go get my chainsaw and whack them down. And yeah, I got a lot of New Year's resolutions. I'm not even made them up yet. I just got to thinking about it. You know, it's almost time. So how about you? What are you doing for your New Year's resolution? One of my resolutions is to make a video every week. And I think I'm going to concentrate on a new beekeeper and talk about, you know, things like drawn comb. Yeah, that's a pretty piece of drawn comb we can start up if I get some swarms. I'm thinking maybe I'll put about 12 swarm traps out in different places. I've got acreage I can put them on that doesn't belong to me. Well, it does partly, part of my family estate. And then I have another piece of property that I was going to build a commercial building on, but I never did. So, yeah, I got a lot of New Year's resolutions. I got to resolute. Got to put them together so I can figure out what I'm going to do. But yeah, it's after Christmas now, so if you're thinking about starting beekeeping, I'm going to start talking about how to get started and how to keep going and not have the losses that I had. Because if you get overloaded and you can't keep up, well, then that's a problem, and you will lose hives. But keep in mind, I think one of my other friends on video, I can't remember her name, I think it was BeFit, said something that new beekeepers usually last about 3 years, and then they quit because they have losses. So that's something to consider. If you get ahead of yourself and have too many hives, or if you don't take care of your beehives, then you're going to lose. So keep that in mind when you're making your resolution about getting into beekeeping. It's hard work. It costs a lot of money to get started. The rewards are a great deal because you can get honey, you can learn about bees, and you can keep those pollinators going because they pollinate 1/3 of our food, and they are in trouble. Since 2000, or maybe even 1990 something, we've had varroa mites, and we've had other things that have destroyed our bees. And not only the honeybees, but the other bees are in trouble too, because you got pesticides and all kinds of things are going on out there. So yeah, you want to learn all about that stuff. And if you're just starting out this year, I mean next year, 2026, then you got to consider, you know, what am I going to do? How much am I going to spend? How much? What about this? It's time to take a class. Sign up for a beekeeping class. Read everything you can. Watch videos on YouTube and learn all you can. I'm going to try to put some stuff out there for the new beekeeper this year. That's one of my resolutions. Now, if you like this and you want to get in on that, don't forget to subscribe. And that'll keep me motivated to keep making videos. It's like I've been doing for several years now. I started in 1996, I think. No. No. Richard, straighten yourself out here. Good morning, Richard. Wake up. Sorry. I started 2019. I got my first bees, I think it was. So, yeah, I've learned a bit, and I want to pass it on to all of you. Thank you for watching.